comment, please?
Yeah, excited about the win, and I just really I love the fact that I watched our team come out and just really hone in on a game plan and their focus on what they had to do defensively, what they had to do rebounding the ball. The fact that we took care of the ball the way we did, only had 6 turnovers, just a recipe for success. And I think we're to the point as a team where we know who we are, and the wins are just kind of byproducts of going out and doing what you're supposed to do and doing your job. And I think if we keep doing that, then good things are on the horizon. So, but it's a good win, and now we quickly got to turn our attention to the next one.
How did you turn around such a prolific offensive team, and specifically talk about Carmen? Carmen's played defensively on Hudson.
Yeah, I mean, there was some tweaks to the game plan for sure. Hudson has had such a great year, and it was more than just what she did to us at our place. I think we identified what went down at their place. When she had 43, and we watched that on film, and we saw the mistakes. We saw some of the places we broke down, and since then we've learned a lot, and we've become a better defensive team. But Presley's had such a great year, player of the year type of year, that she deserved a lot of focus from the plan, and we put it in, and Carmen executed it great, but we switched out onto her, and the people that switched out executed it great. The people guarding the ball screens executed it great. We did some things with our ball screen defense that I don't know that we've done this year. And we practiced it. We've done it maybe in spots, but I don't know that we've come out as a plan and done it. And so for these kids to be able to do that and execute a great game plan, what credit to them, because they did the work and they were that disciplined.
Destiny, how do you feel leading scoring and key three-pointers to change momentum and keep momentum in this game?
It's just something that needs to happen. Being around players who always make it happen, so like being around Mo and being around Jill and being coached in practice to always be ready. That was my mindset, is to step up and hit the big shot when I needed to.
Did it feel somewhat like your all-star performance in school?
Not quite. It felt a little better than that.
Good answer.
Now, Destiny, we talked about taking over late in the game there, but, fourth quarter there, 11 points, 4 rebounds in that last quarter alone. What was running through your head there? Because, a lot of high-pressure situations there. I think there were 6 lead changes the first 4 minutes of that quarter. So what was that like for you?
I just needed to get my teammates open so that they can get the open shot. I needed to shape to the high post when I needed to. I needed to go rebound. I needed to be aggressive. So my mindset was just to be aggressive the entire time.
And then, there was a stretch there where you guys had just taken the lead and you scored, I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was like 5, 7 points in a row, something like that, to help build that lead. And then, Central didn't come back after that. So how important was that stretch for you guys?
It was really important. We know we needed to buckle down and play on defense, and we needed stops, and we needed to keep going. So the thing that was on our mind was just to get stops and turn our defense into offense. And
then, Mariah, you over there, you hit 1,000 points in your career here, and you might not have had time for this sink in yet because you guys just finished the game here, but third player on the team to do that this year. What do you think it says about your guys' offense that you have 3 players that have scored 1,000 points in this season, but it was still, and then on top of that, Destiny leading the team in scoring too. So what does that balance say?
I think it says that people when they have to game plan against us, they really got to think it out, because you either you have to take away Renee and double her, but if you double off of Jill or I, then you leave people that can shoot the 3 wide open, which if we're hitting can't really do that. And then for Destiny to come in and off the bench and to score 21 for us is huge.
Brady, looking at Destiny's line, 21 points, 12 rebounds, 4 on offense, 3 blocks. If I suggested that she was kind of an unsung player for you, would you consider that an astute observation, or would you say, hey, moron, what have you been looking at all year?
I would never say that to you, Doug, but Listen, this is all I do know is in our locker room, she's not unsung. You know, and that's all that we can really control. We know what she is to us and how special she is. And, you know, I've been fortunate through the past few years where, you know, I've kind of had the feel with my teams that we just kind of have 6 or 7 starters. Like, we don't really drop off with subs or do any of that kind of stuff. And I think even at times we get better. And that's what you hope that somebody can do. And listen, you know, it doesn't fall short on me the fact that Destiny no doubt could start for us, but has accepted what I need her to do. And not one time have I seen anything negative about her role. And I don't think she's looked at it as a role. She's looked at it as, here's how I can help us win. And, you know, I just, again, like, she's a matchup nightmare. And her skill set, I mean, you look at, like, this box score is her skill set. Points, rebounds, blocks, assists. I mean, hustle plays, just, you know, some of the blocks that we had there down the stretch were, like, you can't coach that. You only recruit it, you know, and believe me when I tell you, she's special. And, you know, the way she's gone about her business, it would have been easy for her to come in and say, Coach, you know, why am I not starting? But she has never, ever performed that way, thought that way, acted that way. And because of that, she's helping us win a lot of basketball games.
Destiny, what's your perception of your role, helping the team any way you can? Just how do you look at it?
I like the role that he's put me in. One thing that he told me when I decided to transfer here was, I don't want to change your game, I want to excel it. And he's helped me do that. So me coming off the bench and doing what I have to do to help our team win, it's perfectly fine with me.
Coach, what's the anticipation? March is next week. The team's top of the list right now. You've been to the NIT 4 times. What do you see?
Yeah, I mean, what I see is that we're good enough, you know, but there's probably a lot of teams that are good enough, and so you just got to go win games. You know, we've got 2 games left in the regular season, and you know, that one on Wednesday is ginormous, and we've got to approach it that way, and you know, we've got to go out there and put a great performance in Ypsilanti and try to get a win, and then, you know, we got to come back home for the next one. So really, you know, all that stuff just kind of takes care of itself, you know, and I think the pressure goes probably onto the teams that at this time of year don't feel like they're good enough, you know, and they're trying to figure out answers. They're trying to figure out, you know, can we do this? You know, well, I just think we're to the point now where we understand who we are. We understand how we win games. We understand, you know, that we throw the ball inside. We play from the inside out, and we try to defend as hard and as tough as we can. And you know what? That's been good enough to win 20 so far, and it'll be hopefully good enough to win a lot more. But I don't know. I just don't get the sense that this team puts the cart before the horse. You know, they're just like, all right, we got the day off tomorrow, and what time you need us there on Monday, Coach? And we've got that kind of a mindset, and you know, we'll just develop the next game plan and move on. But you're right, this time of year you do have to change your mindset. The good news is I don't think we have to change. I think we just have to keep trying to get better.
Coach, how important do you think that strong start was at the beginning of the game? You know, holding them only 6 points in the first quarter, and you guys came out, you know, swarming defensively in
Yeah.
the first few possessions.
No, yeah, it was. It was important in as much as, like, you know, I think our kids were able to settle in with the hot start, and you know, it was just that, all right, yeah, let's keep doing this mindset, instead of if it would have gone a different way, you know, maybe a comfort level set in because we were playing that way. But you know, we talked about it in a couple timeouts, like Central